Well, the International Center is extending its services to the state's second largest city. Fort Wayne's fast-growing immigrant population includes more than 6,000 residents from Burma, Myanmar alone. For more on the International Center's growing statewide presence and outreach in Northeast Indiana around the state, I'm pleased to welcome the new president and CEO, Martin Baier. And Martin, as always, welcome to the program. And you're not a stranger to the International Center. You had been there for a number of years, took over from Dion Thomas, who'd been there for about a decade, took over actually January 1. How's the first, 7-8 months been for you so far?
It's been great. First of all, thank you for having me on the show today. But no, it's been a great experience. I've been with the center for more than 7 years and inherited a great team and staff, so it's very good. And
in full disclosure, I is proud to sit on the board at the International Center, and it is an organization that has been around for many decades, but is really, I think, transitioning and integrating into the business community in a big way. Talk about some of the things that the International Center is doing in terms of community outreach, the civic engagement with companies, not only Lilly and big companies, but all sizes of companies around.
First of all, thank you for your service, but as you know, the International Center is providing programs and services to the community. And we're helping expatriates with the settling in, providing cross-cultural training for the employees and also for family members and introduction to the community. And by initiation from the Lilly company and by a grant of the Lilly Corporate Foundation, we took the program to another level, an extension, which is called Civic Engagement for Expatriates, meaning introducing international employees to the civic world here in the United States. That quite often is different than from the home country. As you know, I'm originally from Germany. While we have volunteerism, we have philanthropy, but the rules and the work here is different. Yeah. And I participated actually in the pilot program last year, and I have to say I learned so much about roles and responsibility of a board member, but also the value that I can bring as an international to those organizations, serving on the board, on advisory committee, and bring that international perspective to the organization.
Yeah. And clearly, the International Center is an asset for talent recruitment efforts. Increasingly, we see the state going overseas, trying to attract companies, more investment from a Rolls-Royce, a BAE Systems. You can go on down the list. Your services really connect directly with those efforts.
Well, absolutely. It's part of the talent attraction and talent retention, and we're talking about global talent. Mm-hmm. And having those assets as the International Center and programs in place helps to bring the best to our state.
Got to ask you about statewide outreach. You're
Absolutely.
Expanding the footprint into Fort Wayne and Northeast Indiana. Talk about that effort.
As you mentioned, Fort Wayne is the second largest city with a high immigrant population, and they have the same needs in here in the greater Indianapolis area. For more than 40 years, we have served the greater Indianapolis area, and were actually challenged many years ago by Governor Daniels and said, you're doing a good job here, but I want you to serve the entire state. And so right now, we are in an introductory phase, meeting with a lot of local community members and getting a feel for the needs and then tailor our programs towards it.
We only have about 20 seconds. The International Citizen of the Year is coming up.
Absolutely. This year we honor the face of sports and entertainment, including the 2 basketball teams, the Madens in Fort Wayne, and of course the Baker's Life Fieldhouse Management.
Good. We'll look forward to that. Martin Baier from the International Center, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you soon. Well, thanks for watching Inside Indiana Business on YouTube. For the latest statewide business news, be sure to visit InsideIndianaBusiness.com and subscribe to our free daily e-newsletters by clicking on the link.